knew he was gonna show up.
You know we're gonna do it then.
Alright, we're almost through.
Like the blister shows up when the work's done.
Alright, hold it right there.
You're gonna miss, are you?
Alright guys, we just left Chick-fil-A. We went with the sausage biscuit and we're gonna wash it down with, of course, the Coca-Cola Classic. What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel and you're watching Triple R Farms. It is Wednesday, August the 23rd, and the reason we went to Chick-fil-A, had to drop Thomas off at school this morning, and also we had to drop Molly off. I don't think I can say it. We had to drop Molly off at doggy daycare. Yep, she goes to doggy daycare. So anyway, we're gonna throw down this breakfast on the way to Toggleville. We got a 45-minute drive. Dad is over there getting the combine ready. He's gonna wash my windows. He's gonna do something else. Oh, fill me up with diesel and stuff. Mark's gonna be greasing the grain carts and stuff. We're gonna have Philip today over there. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy day. We're gonna load a lot of trucks. So yep, let's get this video started.
Well, I don't see nothing. Daniel, pour some on the top and look.
Check the valves down.
Yeah, let me check it. Then I want you to back up.
No.
You got your soap? Yeah, just.
It is?
Yeah, it didn't take long.
All right. Put your finger on it. Let me go get a plug.
Jack repair.
That's a good way to do it. And the plugs. I just wondering if it's gonna clean the adhesive off.
Ah, shoot!
Go all the way through?
Yeah. See, it's still leaking. I let it go. I let it go.
Well guys, I think I have figured out why the corn stalks have not been feeding into the combine right. I finally figured it out. Once I get through dumping, I'll explain it all, but I've been cutting for a solid hour and it has not choked up yet. All right, let's go take a look. Okay guys, here's what I did. When I get back up in the cab, I'll tell you the number to call and all that, and I'll tell you what I did on the hydrostat handle to make all this work. But basically I talked to the Geringhoff, the tech support, and what they told me to do is this cylinder right here. Most combines have this now. This cylinder works your feeder house. You can tilt it up and down. Basically I had this halfway out. He told me to pull it all the way back, which made my corn head was angled like this. When I tilted that cylinder all the way back, now my corn head is riding more flat. So that is what corrected it all. So if you look right here on the deck plate, this is what he told me to do. This is how you get the angle. You want this deck plate right here to be at a 22-degree angle. Mine was like this. So that was making the corn stalks and the cobs, making it hard to get up in there to that auger. They just weren't ever getting to the auger, and that's why it was not feeding right. So now we've got it cocked back. Only issue I'm gonna have is I'm gonna have to adjust these snouts. As you can see, this is the working height. This is where I've been running right now, the height. And if you look, these snouts are not close to the ground. So if I had some corn that was laid over or down, the snout's gonna run right over the top of it, and it's gonna go right up under your combine. So it's got a little screw in there you have to adjust. So I'm gonna do that one day, probably one morning. We'll get this where it's more close to the ground, where it can grab those stalks that are falling over. But I'm telling y'all, that has helped me tremendously. There's one other thing he told me to do, is these rollers right here. The reason I'm getting a lot of stalk into my auger is because when these rollers right here, if y'all can see that, I don't like having my finger right there. So he said when those rollers get worn out, they tend to saw the stalk, and that's what I'm getting right here. See, it did not pull that stalk down like it's supposed to, and then when it pulls it down, the ear hits those deck plates and the ear pops off. I'm getting a lot of stalk because those rollers are just sawing these stalks off, and then the rest of the plant, like that right there, that's what I'm getting. The rest of it is going into my auger through the combine. So there is an adjustment. You can adjust these. So we'll have to do that at some point. Like I said, I'm going 3.5 miles an hour. I know some people are gonna say, well, I run 5.5, but with all that material still going through the combine, I might can push it a little bit, but right now 3.5 miles an hour is working for me. Perfect. Let's get in the cab and I'll show you what I did up here. Okay, so if you got a case combine, 8250 or whatever, this is how you tilt your feeder house. Most people probably know how to do this, but since I've gone through the whole process of telling you what's wrong, I might as well finish and tell you how I tilted it. So you'll go to your toolbox, you'll go to your head too, and if you scroll down right here, see where it says shift plus reel fore and aft? So you click on that right there, and what you want it to be is on the feeder feature, this one right here. So you click on that right there, the feeder features, and then you hit this button right here. That works it in and out. That brings it back and makes it pull the cylinder in, that pushes the cylinder out. So once you get that done, pull it all the way back, then you got to come back in here and click it on header features, because if you don't, when you work your deck plates, that's the same button you work your deck plates, it'll be letting fluid get by, and that cylinder right there will seep down, seep down, seep down. So you got to change it back to header features, and then you're ready to go. So the Geringhoff tech support number is 1-888-721-1340. And I should have called them a long time ago. But anyway, they were super nice. Went over exactly what could be going wrong. And anyway, they fixed the problem over the phone. So it was well worth calling. If you're having any trouble with your Geringhoff head not feeding right or anything, I guarantee you they can answer your questions. They were nothing but experts over there at that tech support. That's not bad. I'll take it. Last year in this particular field, we were cutting like anywhere from 80 to 100 bushels. I guess since football season is right around the corner, we'll quit doing the basketball shots and we'll start doing some Patrick Mahomes and some Tom Brady shots in the trash can. Ooh, that was bad. 1 out of 4. Those are done?
Huh?
You did those?
Yeah.
That's a bit, yeah. That's gonna be about right. So what we're doing this morning, remember I told you I was gonna lower these snouts because they weren't quite low enough. Now that we got the header running more level, Philip's working on that. What he's doing is getting a measurement from the ground up to this tip, and then he's lowering it 4 inches, and we're gonna run like that today. If it looks okay, we'll leave it just like that. If we need to lower it the next day, we'll lower it. So he's gonna be working on that. We're also going to, I'm gonna be blowing out the air filters on the combine. I'm sure they're filthy. Mark's gonna be greasing the header, and then also we're gonna wash the windows of the combine, and then we've got to fill up with some more hydraulic fluid. And eventually I gotta find that leak and get it fixed. So we got a lot to do, so let's speed this thing up and yeah, start time lapse. Chain needs tightening. How in the world do you get up here? Well, I found my hydraulic leak. See those metal lines right there? It's coming from one of them. My goodness, it's hot, man. It's like 90 degrees already. I'm soaking wet and I'm filthy from head to toe. And it's 8 o'clock. Well, today's just gonna be one of those days. We went about 5 feet into the corn, and that sprocket out there on the header is completely shot. See it choked up? Drive shaft's turning, you can hear the chain out there. It's just going round and round on that sprocket. So she's done. We were planning on working on that sprocket tomorrow morning. Dad was gonna come out here and help me fix it, but she's not gonna make it till tomorrow. So we're gonna pull over here, we're gonna swap it out, see if we can get going.
golly.
I've been around here long enough. You don't put a bolt or a screw in without that gray antifreeze. You did it about 5 years ago them day.
Yeah, over there in the Toggleville. There it goes. There it goes. There she is.
Oh, wait.
Got him. Now we gotta count the links.
You gonna miss, are you?
Got him.
All right, let's go.
Like that.
Keep him right, Philip.
Oh, this yo-yo.
You don't think we measured it right?
I didn't actually say that.
Did we measure right?
I believe you did. You always have a few extra.
Good to go. Alright guys, we got it on. Got it all put back together, all the covers on it. Now we're ready to try it. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Everything should go smoothly if we did everything right. Which we should. It wasn't hard. It's just hot. Really hot. He's turning. Alright guys, the auger is working perfect. We're cutting some good corn. Got all 3 trucks ready to be loaded. So it's a great time to throw the drone up in the air. What do you say? Let's do it. Roll it. That's it for this one, guys. That's all I got. We're gonna eat lunch, we're gonna keep cutting corn, and we're gonna see y'all next week. Don't forget to like the video, and yeah, we're out of here, guys. See ya.